This week we're called to love mercy, number 12 in the series on the least of these. And of course that phrase comes from Micah 6:8, not in our material for this time, but emphasizing the point nonetheless that that's where we are supposed to be headed, thinking about kindness and mercy. And some quotes there for this time, thinking about it. Philip Yancey, I have come to know a God of compassion and mercy and love. And if you've read something of his life story growing up, he certainly had a rather hard view of God. I think that would be safe to say. And then Ambrose, nothing graces the Christian soul so much as mercy. Mercy is shown chiefly towards the poor, that thou mayest treat them as sharers in common with thee in the produce of nature, which brings forth the fruits of the earth for use to all. And the biblical material for this time is really looking at Matthew chapter 6, part of the Sermon on the Mount. You can't simply say to people, as it says there in James, blessings on you, stay warm and have a good meal, and you don't provide what they need to survive. Well, what is the good of that? You've got to actually do something tangible. You can't simply say, oh, I am a very merciful person, I share with people around me, I care about the poor and needy, I really am a believer in humanitarian aid, and then you don't do anything about it. That's being very hypocritical, isn't it? And then you have Isaiah 52 about how blessed, how beautiful on the mountains the feet of those who bring good news, who proclaim peace, who bring good tidings, who proclaim salvation, who say to Zion, your God reigns. The spiritual aspect of the God being with us, showing mercy to us, because we don't deserve it, do we? And it's wonderful to be called by God back to authentic worship, as we read there in Isaiah 58. It's also good news for those who are merciful and generous, says Psalm 112. The good news is not really for those who are nitpicking, legalistic, hard-hearted people, because the good news should make us good too. We should want to share. We should want to be kind. We should be loving. We should be, most of all, merciful, not demanding our own rights, but trying to help other people, not insisting on our own way, but being open to others to try and help them on life's pathway. I want to take us down also to Adam White's comments, because I put Christ Object Lessons 415, because you'll notice the word mercy is very much in there. And it is one of my favourite passages because it's talking about the character of God. It is the darkness of misapprehension of God that is enshrouding the world. Men are losing their knowledge of his character. It has been misunderstood and misinterpreted. At this time, a message from God is to be proclaimed, a message illuminating in its influence and saving in its power. His character is to be made known. Into the darkness of the world is to be shed the light of his glory, the light of his goodness, mercy, and truth. Into the darkness of the world is to be shed the light of his glory, the light of his goodness, mercy, and truth. That's our role, to shine into the world, God illuminating through us those around by his light of goodness, mercy, and truth. Don't you just want to be part of that? Wouldn't that make you feel enthusiastic that God's love, his kindness, and his mercy shines through you?